Hey y'all. So it's me, Everbee Spooky Girl. How y'all doing? So I wanted to comment on this election stuff. And I want to say this. I've been thinking about this, and I wanted to say, when you hear these Democrats, you know, everything they got to use that they want to use against Republicans, it's always this abortion thing. That whatever, abortion decisions Trump got, they keep using that because basically they're saying, for women rights, you know, they're for women rights. This is what the Democrats are saying because they support women wants to have abortions. So, and not be restricted or limited to, their choices or whatever. This is what I got to say about that. Women, and I happen to be born one of them. XX. We don't sit around and just think about abortions. That don't define us, because if you just simply use protection, a lot of this can be avoided. It doesn't always work 100%, but pretty close, and that's for men and women. You could just use protection. You don't have to be going around, doing your thing unprotected. If you don't want to have babies, protect yourself. It'll still happen sometimes. You got situations where, RAPE and stuff like that. I get that. And I sympathize with all of that. So, I'm neither here nor there with that. But I will say that a person has compassion. To lead the country, you do need to have a strong character. You need to be cocky and all of that. But you do need compassion also. You can't just have compassion for the woman that wants to do it. You have to have compassion for the baby too. Now, all situations is different. And this is not my argument. This is not why I made this little video. I made the video because Democrats, when they say they supporting and they are supporting women rights, they talking about one thing. One thing. Women, y'all need to listen to this. They're talking about one thing, and that's pretty much abortion. But women want more than that. And I think a president that has some compassion is a good thing. I think, a strong president is needed, but compassion is also needed too, because you got to understand hurt and struggle and you just got to have that to be compassionate towards it. Like you just got to understand things to be able to deal with them and make decisions on them. So when Democrats talk about they support women's rights, y'all women need to listen to this. They talking about one thing. Ask those Democrats, ask Kamala Harris about the other rights. Okay? Stop focusing on just abortion. Women need more than that. We need more than that. But that's all they throwing out. That's all they got. Because, Trump ain't big on it. He's got some compassion. You know what I'm saying? Other people, is saying, just do what you want. It's different situations where, abortion is even considered. But even with that being said, they're just throwing out one thing for women's rights. And what y'all women that's supporting these Democrats and the Kamala Harris and the Biden and stuff, y'all, it's just one little thing. You get what I'm saying? Abortion. They're for abortion. You get what I'm saying? That should just make y'all think in itself. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that, that's not a good thing. It's I think it should be left up to everybody for they make their own decision on it and how they want to do it. I really do. But you don't hear them Democrats talking about the other women's rights. Y'all women need to listen to this. What about the other women's rights? Right? It's more going on with women's rights than just abortion. Like, you never hear that in the conversation. That's not even part of the conversation. It's just abortion coming from the Democrat end. That's it. Ask Kamala Harris, ask those Democrats. What about the other women's rights? The other ones. Men out of our sports, biological males out of our sports and our privacy areas, our locker rooms, our bathrooms. What about that? You know what I'm saying? Democrats screaming that they supporting women's rights and all these women jumping on it, yay, because they want to be able to, kill babies. And it's whatever. You get what I'm saying? To each his own. You get what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, there is more to women's rights than just that. Women ain't just about that. We're not just jumping up and down. Yay, we want to be able to have abortions. We want our sports back. You understand what I'm saying? We want our bathrooms back. We want our locker rooms back. You know what I'm saying? We also, need to be asking this Kamala Harris and these Democrats, what about this LGBT stuff in the schools, being taught in the schools? You get what I'm saying? We want that gone. You know what I'm saying? We don't want other people teaching that to our kids. And so when all y'all women out here jumping up and down, yay, the Democrats support women's rights, y'all being tricked. They talking about one right, abortion. Ask them. Just ask them. You get what I'm saying? What about them other women's rights? There's more than just abortion. You get what I'm saying? We got males in our sports. Breaking bones, knocking out teeth, all kinds of stupid stuff. You get what I'm saying? They in our bathrooms. They, making the kids share bathrooms. The boys and the girls in the schools. The males in the college, female dorms and all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? So y'all stupid women, when y'all jumping up and down and doing cartwheels for these Democrats, and this one women right that they giving us. One. They giving us one woman right. It may be some others, but it ain't the ones that we actually need. Us women are concerned about other things than abortion. Okay, fine. Democrats support, us, aborting babies. Okay, what about the other stuff? What about the other stuff? What about this trans stuff? You get what I'm saying? Like, we want these males out of our spaces and out of our sports. Like, y'all women, y'all doing cartwheels over abortions? Rights to have abortions. You get what I'm saying? You can just protect yourself. Y'all making it like it's a really big issue. And to me, I sympathize with all of that. I understand that. Pregnancies happen unexpectedly and everything. When that's forced on somebody, it's done without consent. Assault, sexual assault, and all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? But it's not a big, great issue like the Democrats is making it out to be. It's really not, because most women just use protection. A lot of women just use protection. It's really just an argument to me, for, sexual assault. You get what I'm saying? And I know how this sounds, but you get what I'm saying? If you're not being assaulted, or it's just, forced upon you, you get what I'm saying? And, you're in a relationship with somebody, or, you're doing grown up things, you get what I'm saying? Then you have to, you have the mind, You know what I'm saying? To make decisions, to suit those situations. Like if you're gonna go out and hang out and do certain activities, then you need to protect yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Like that this shouldn't even be left up to legislators and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you grown, you going out doing grown activities. I think that it should cover some situations, but not a grown person just refusing to use protection. So you want a right to just, keep unaliving babies when you could just use some protection. The man can use some protection. You get what I'm saying? So, even regardless of all of that, you get what I'm saying? Like, just, what I'm saying? They make, like, males, biological males and female sports, to me, you get what I'm saying? That needs to be dealt with. Them in the bathrooms, them making our daughters share the same locker rooms and bathrooms at schools with males, with boys. My kids are grown. My daughters had brothers. They had dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost 100% positive they have never seen their genitals. So why should they be forced to look at, other male genitals? It's just not making sense. And so when these women is jumping up and down, yay, Kamala, way Democrats, y'all act like that's the only thing we want. Did y'all forget about the other rights? The males in the girls' sports, did y'all forget about that? Did y'all forget about the bathrooms? Ask them about the schools. Like, ask them about stuff that matters. Y'all doing the same thing. Y'all putting these people in office and y'all ain't talking about what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna close them borders? These people done came in here, they killing and raping, our daughters and everything. All that stuff done been on the news. Half of it they done suppressed and trying to keep out of the news. They in New York fighting the police and all of that kind of stuff. The immigrants is in states, cities that's not even sanctuary because there's so many of them. And then they taking resources from the people that live there. We already knew that Democrats was cheating when they started letting them in. Already had figured that out. They cheating. And just like they didn't agree with that bill that citizenship has to be proven for vote. I ain't got no problem with that. I don't have no problem with taking my Social Security card and my birth certificate with me, to go vote. Nobody else, no American should have a problem with that. You get what I'm saying? Democrats did not sign on to that bill, and they didn't agree with it because they talking about, well, we already got that law in place. Yeah, but y'all trying to cheat, and Republicans know it. They paying attention this time. Y'all got by with that COVID stuff. We know y'all cheated with that too. Because Biden wasn't supposed to be no president then. But it's okay. You get what I'm saying? They paying attention now. You know what I'm saying? So if we already got that law in place, then why don't you vote for it? That it's being put in place so that these immigrants is not trying to vote. These illegal immigrants that's here are not voting, are not allowed or eligible to vote in our elections. And Democrats opposed it. And that show you right there. They was already up to something when they let them all in. This ain't about just being nice. You get what I'm saying? So y'all jumping up and down. And I'm going to tell you why people is going to Trump. And, he still got to prove what he say he going to do. But I'm going to tell y'all why people is going to Trump. Because people is tired of this LGBTQ stuff. When you go buy a sandwich and the wrapper got a rainbow cover on it. A sandwich. The gas station pump is colored rainbow. People is tired of it. And when you got somebody and they tired of these borders being open. It ain't just, they coming in and they hurting people. It's not even just that. They're taking resources from the cities that they are in. From those residents. that are United States citizens. It's a few things going on, and they bringing in drugs. So when you got somebody that's saying they gonna close that border, they gonna get that LGBTQ stuff out of schools, they gonna get these males out of the female spaces, sports. You know, when you got somebody saying that, they gonna close the borders and they gonna get these males out of these female sports. This, you know, take this LGBTQ stuff out of schools. Some other stuff that Trump said. You know, that's why people going to Trump. You know, people that ain't using their voice to talk, that's scared to say anything because they may have family members in this community or whatever. You know, so they gonna talk with their vote. You know, people is tired of it. And so when you got Democrats and Kamala is on Biden's ticket. Whether they get along or, you know, have dinner together, you know, visit each other's house, that's not the point. She stands for the same policies. You know, Democrats keep talking about one woman right. One. I want y'all to count it as one. And that's abortion. And then when you really think about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all they could give us? You know, that's nice, thank you, but is that all they can give us? Like, we want our sports back. Can y'all give us that? So y'all women that's doing cartwheels about Kamala Harris and all these Democrats and stuff, y'all need to start asking them for some stuff. Because they always promise stuff and never give it. You get what I'm saying? Trump gonna be held to what he's saying too. Oh, trust you and believe it. You know, but I'm just saying, Democrats is offering one woman right, one woman's right that I can see of. If it's more, it's not the ones I'm talking about here. You know, when we need males, biological born males, I don't care what they call themselves. You know, a deer, a cow, you know, a mule, you know, I don't care what they call themselves. We need them out of our spaces and out of our sports. And there you got Trump saying he can do that and he gonna close the borders and ship them people back. Who do you think people gonna vote for? You know, any Democrat you vote for is gonna support the same policy. They supporting them same policies over there. Y'all see what's going on now? A dozen of eggs is $4 or $5 where I'm in Ohio. $4.69. That's a dozen of eggs. You know, we talking about what's going on now. Everybody want to talk about Trump comments he made. Biden said they're going to put us back in chains. Why would you even make a statement like that? He wasn't saying that about him. He was saying that about Republicans. You know what I'm saying? That just shows you his mindset. Vote for him or we not black. And they're going to put us back in chains. Then they keep talking about some racist stuff that they keep saying Trump said. You know, people can change their mind. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that support Biden supporting Trump. Some people that was supporting Trump is now supporting Biden. So people can change their mind. I'm not even mad at that. All I'm telling you people to look at what's happening now. Y'all so blind that y'all can't see it. Look at the cost and see a lot of rich people don't see it because it's not affecting them. You know, I'm not understanding why poor people can't see it. Y'all can't see the gas prices? You can't see what you getting for $20 in your gas tank where the needle barely moves? Them eggs, $4.69. Y'all not seeing that. We talking about what's happening right now. Y'all can't see all these people in these cities. Look at poor Chicago. Them people had to pull their kids out of the schools so that the schools can be made into shelters for the immigrants that's coming in over this border. Y'all can't see that. We talk about what's happening now. You didn't have none of this when Trump was in office. You can say whatever you want to say about him. We didn't have this. Wasn't no kids being pulled out of school. You know, wasn't no rainbow wrappers on my burger from the restaurant. Men was not in our sports. And if it was so quiet, nobody knew about it. You get what I'm saying? So y'all just look around you. That's all I'm saying. Look around you. You know, everybody have a right to their own decision, their own choices. All I'm saying is just look around you. Look what's going on around you. This is under Democrat policies. You know, any Democrat that they replace Biden or any, they all on the same policies. You know, please ask them. What about this LGBT stuff being taught in the schools? Can we scrap that? You took out Jesus Christ, you took out religion. Nobody made a big fuss about it. Wasn't nobody trying to hurt nobody or none of that. We just went and sat down somewhere. If you want to learn about Jesus, come to church. We're not forcing it on nobody. Like they are. You get what I'm saying? Can y'all do anything about these people teaching our kids that they may be in the wrong body? This is what I'm going to be asking who's running. These are the questions I want to know. Can you do something about it? I don't want nobody telling my child they might be in the wrong body. I don't want that. Can you do something about that? Can you get biological males, you know, off my daughter's team, off her swim team, her cycling team, her track team? Can you do something about that? Can you get these immigrants, you know, out of these cities, out of these states, taking resources and hurting our citizens and our residents that live here? Can you do something about that? Like, y'all got these women is actually out here doing cartwheels and voting for somebody because they approve an abortion. And then forgot about the other women's stuff. What about the other women's stuff? What about these men in our sports that's taking our little girls' trophies? What about that? Like, ask those Democrats, what about that? You get what I'm saying? Abortion is that's their ticket. You get what I'm saying? They support abortion. That's their ticket. That's really what they leading with. They have nothing else to offer. You see the borders. You see the food prices. You see the gas prices. You see the men in the girls' sports. The men in the girls' bathrooms. The boys and girls sharing bathrooms in school. The LGBT rappers all over everything. You get what I'm saying? In the schools. The flags in the school. You see all of this. You get what I'm saying? Democrats, all they got is, well, we support abortion. You know, up until you're 9 months pregnant if you want it. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's all they got to offer is killing of a child. Because they're evil. They don't mind that. You got a compassionate president that, he's trying to be lenient with y'all with the abortion issue. He's not condoning it, period, and saying no. You know what I'm saying? But, I guess he's trying to think of it from probably a medical point of view or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think of it, well, when is it a baby? You know how people had them discussions about it. He's just being a little compassionate about it. He's not trying to take away women's rights. But that's Trump having some compassion. And not just saying, sure, you can have it up until you're 9 months. I mean, you might change your mind, after your second or third trimester and decide you just don't want it or find out the baby is sick. Then you can have it. You get what I'm saying? Like, no. There's different reasons and situations why people may have abortions. But compassionate people don't want that. People that have some compassion just don't want it. Sometimes you have to deal with situations that's unpleasant. You get what I'm saying? Like sexual assault and stuff. You have to do what you have to do. You get what I'm saying? I think it should be left up to the people that's dealing with it. But you have to have compassion to not want that. Some type of compassion, So, technically, you know what I'm saying? It's not even a religious thing for me because I'm not religious. But I think a person that don't like, death or suffering and things like that, you get what I'm saying, has some type of compassion about themselves. That's all to it. Democrats ain't did nothing for us. Look around, y'all, and see what's going on. We got boys, biological males in our daughter's bathroom in their sports. That's a woman's right. Do y'all care? Or y'all just care about the abortion part? That's it. Right? You actually got women, biological women doing cartwheels and supporting these people because that's all they can hand us. They got one card to play. We support abortion. And women's rights, and they put an S on the end of that word, right. to make it like it's a lot of rights. No, they're skipping over some. You know, the male in the women's sports, they skipping over that. You know, our women's spaces and stuff, those go up under them rights too. But you never hear Democrats talk about that. You never hear. Only thing they address is abortion. You know, that's a woman's right. When you put the S on it, what other rights are they talking about? Because it's certainly not the ones I'm speaking of here. Where are the other rights at? It's an S on there, plural, rights. But they keep talking about abortion. They support our abortion. You know what I'm saying? Ask those Democrats. Y'all need to, all y'all women that's supporting, you know, you have a right to do that. I'm not mad at you for it. I promise I'm not. I just need you to ask the serious questions. You get what I'm saying? And then people wonder why everybody flocking to Trump. He said he gonna close the borders. People is tired of this. You know, he ain't saying people can't be LGBTQ, but don't teach it in our schools to our kids. Don't teach our kids that they may be in the wrong body. Like, we need, you know, ain't nobody addressing that. It's like everybody is scared to talk about that. You hear all kinds of rights being thrown around. You know, the border, deporting people back, the abortion thing. You hardly hear anybody even speak on the males in the women's sports. And the women's spaces and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Hello? You know what I'm saying? Women have more than one right. We're not sitting up at night worrying about, oh, God, am I going to be able to get an abortion? You know, I sit up and worry about, because, you know, I'm going to use protection. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to use protection. And if it happened, then, you know, I have to deal with it accordingly. Whatever my options are. But I'm going to use protection, first of all. I'm going to try to protect myself so that don't happen if I don't want that to happen. If I don't want to have a child, I'm going to try to protect myself, with some protection that stops that. But I'm not laying up at night worried about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm past that age now. I can't get pregnant anymore. But if I was at that age, you get what I'm saying? I wouldn't be that. I don't lay up and worry about my rights to abort a baby. That's not what women are thinking about. And this is what y'all women making us look like. You know, most of us, what I'm laying up worrying about is these males in these female sports. Because I have grandkids. I have a granddaughter. You know, so I'm not worrying about being able to abort a baby. You get what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that. You know, and Democrats is putting that out there like that's all we worried about. And they got an S on it. You know, what other rights are they giving us? Because I only hear one, abortion. I don't hear the males out of our sports. I don't hear them giving that back to us. In our spaces, our bathroom, I don't hear that. So it's more women's rights than just the one, the abortion. And I only hear that one. Now, if it's more that I didn't hear, I apologize for that, But I'm almost 100% sure I ain't heard them Democrats address getting the males out of our sports. And these women that support them ain't even asking about that. It's like it's tunnel vision. They just stuck on this abortion thing. You get what I'm saying? Ain't no other women that's supporting these Democrats. They being tricked. You see how they've been playing with words for a while. They're tricking you. Women rights. And so women that supporting them automatically think, okay, well, that mean, some other stuff too. No, make them say it. Don't just assume rights with an S on it mean other things you want it to mean. You need to make them say it. You need to hear it coming out their mouth. Okay, women right. Okay, abortion is one right. But the word rights has an S on the end. So could you clarify what other women rights we talking about? Because recently, I want to say in the last 5 years, maybe a little bit over, but I know for sure the last 5 years, women rights is pretty much, gone. We don't have them here in the United States. It's men in the female colleges, the dorms. It's just a mess. They're making our kids play sports with them. It's terrible. So I need to know rights with an S on it. What other woman right is they offering? Because I've only heard abortion. And if there are more, is that included? Like removing males out of the female sports and spaces. Like, is that included? That's what y'all need to be asking. Because don't just assume anything with the Democrats. You can't just assume rights. Abortion is at the top of that ticket. Okay, what else? Because that's rights with an S. What else is on here? What else is under that? What else is under that? In the contents of that or context of that, what else is under that? What other right? Is it just abortion? Because that's all I hear. What about these males in female spaces? Like, is that under there too? Is that attached on with the, you know what I'm saying? Because you just need to hear it. And you only hear them say abortion. You only hear that. I haven't heard those Democrats address that. Now, I did hear Trump say he was going to get males out of women's sports. But I haven't heard the Democrats say it. So, just to all y'all women, you know what I'm saying? That, y'all need to be clear when they rights. Because abortion is just one right. Y'all need to be clear what other rights they're talking about. And see if they got giving women back their spaces and their privacy. So that our little girls can play their sports and win their trophies, against each other. Other girls, other biologically born girls. Y'all need to ask is that under there. They may not just be mentioning it. Maybe it's included because you hear the word rights. We support women's rights. See, it's a trick. But they only talk about one, abortion. What is the other rights? Why is the rights plural? That's got an S on the end. What's the other ones? You get what I'm saying? And even if they do got some other ones, I promise you it's not the ones that we want. So I just wanted to say, I'm not laying at home worried about, if I can be able to get an abortion. That's stupid. When I could just go to the store and get some protection. Nobody's laying home losing sleep about that. What I am losing sleep about is these males playing in the female sports. I am losing sleep about my daughter sharing bathrooms with boys. I am losing sleep about males coming into the female locker rooms and bathrooms. I'm not losing no sleep about abortion rights. Okay, y'all. Just ever be. And, yeah, I just had to say that. So, happy Sunday to you guys, and thanks for listening.